Hello, I'm Dara O'Keefe. I'm reporting from the newsroom at the 2014 LASA National Conference. Aged care is going through a period of significant change and is facing considerable challenges. We asked leading LASA members what is their message to government.
Our message to government is fairly simple. To meet the challenge of the future 80,000 beds required in the next 10 years will require capital and resourcing. So both of those challenges are considerable, and from a capital perspective the industry can help with that, but from a resourcing perspective across the health industry in Australia, that's a government challenge. The government from a resourcing and a capital perspective needs to provide the environment for industry to be able to execute and deliver on those metrics.
My message is that as an operator in rural and remote New South Wales, that the rural and remote communities need further assistance, especially around the area of allied health services, to try and recruit allied health services and to promote an opportunity for persons with allied health experience to operate in the rural and remote areas.
Well, my message to government is that I'm very concerned that the dementia and severe behaviours supplement that the government withdrew from residential aged care in August this year will actually end up being reverted to support services rather than coming back into the sector or to an individual and following the person living with dementia. Or the service provider who in the majority of cases needs to increase services to actually provide care for someone living with those needs. And in this context, funding overall for dementia care in Australia in our industry will have decreased when it comes to direct care rather than increasing as the government is purporting to do. And this is at a time when dementia is one of the fastest growing needs in our sector. Currently about 50% of all residents coming into residential aged care have a diagnosis of dementia.
Our message to government is quite clear. On Wednesday we've got legislation going through supposedly about red tape reduction, and the reality is that there'll be one piece of legislation that's been talked about for well over a year now. There's nothing else. So from our point of view, we'd like to see the red tape getting cut out of the red tape reduction program. There's a couple of very simple things they could do tomorrow that won't take a lot of time. One of those is around key personnel. So every time someone arrives in a position, leaves a position or transfers within a company, you've got to fill out an 11-page document and post it. I say post, not electronically lodge, a piece of paper to the department, which God knows where it ends up. Things like the extra service places. They're still licensed. Why should they be licensed? We now have a pricing commissioner through whom we have to have RADs approved above 550,000 if we're doing private service arrangement with the customer. We need to have that approved. Why still license extra service? So prime opportunities for the government and the department to take red tape away and unnecessary policy away, and they blow it every time. They simply add more and more and more. And then when we say to them, look, there are red tape opportunities here, let's take them up, it's like mating elephants. It's always done at a high level with a lot of roaring and screaming. It takes 3 years to get results. We can't afford to wait this long. We've got to get it through, and we've got to get it through now.